Now there's something that we need to do. You guys know what it is. You guys know what we're doing. And so begins the fruit tier list. Something I never thought I'd have to do. Yet here we are. So everyone knows the green apple. It's like the little sour tart apple. And honestly, it's pretty good. I like green apples a lot. I honestly prefer them to red apples. They're not my favorite apple. Because like there's a lot of fucking kinds of apples. But green apple, pretty good. Next up we have the red apple, which is a little harder to rank than the green apple. Because when you say a green apple, you know exactly what kind of apple you're talking about. Because like the Granny Smith, that's the green apple. There are hundreds of different apples that are red. But I think when someone says red apple, like I immediately think of Red Delicious. And Red Delicious is not good. Apricot, or as I like to call them, shitty peaches. Anyway, avocado. Now a lot of good things come from avocado. Guacamole is good. There's other shit probably, but if you've ever just tasted an avocado on its own, bananas go hard. I love bananas. Fuck all of you. I don't care what any of you say. Bananas are right there at the top, and no one will ever change my mind. Next up we have blackberries. I think blackberries are alright. Yeah, blackberries are just kind of a middle-of-the-road fruit for me. I don't really feel that much about them. I don't really care that much for blackberries. But, like, they're pretty good. I like blackberries. Then we have blueberries. And blueberries are just worse grapes. I said it. Blueberries, they don't have the satisfying crunch that grapes do, and the flavor is just not as good. But at the end of the day, they're better than the shitty peaches. Cantaloupe. I fucking hate cantaloupe. It is disgusting. It's like a watermelon if they just overloaded it with water, gave it like no flavor, and the little flavor that it had was just not good. It's worse than the shitty peaches. I hate cantaloupe. Next we have coconut. I don't say this very often, but coconut is just one of the foods where the artificial coconut tastes better than the actual coconut. And I've had both. I went to like Playa Bowls one time, and they asked me what kind of toppings I would like, and I noticed that coconut was one of them, and I was like, oh my god, can I have shredded coconut on mine? And they said sure, and they put a little shredded coconut on it. And I was excited because I had never had like real coconut before, and it just doesn't really taste like anything. And on top of that, it's hard to eat. The texture is like cardboard, and it has no flavor. But it's better than the shitty peaches. Cherry is the exact opposite of coconut. Cherries themselves are pretty good. I like cherries. Anything cherry flavored is the worst possible flavor you can get. You go to like a Rita's or something. This is a good example. Because you go to Rita's. Rita's has a lot of good flavors. You ask for anything cherry, it is disgusting. Artificial cherry flavor is fucking gross. But cherries themselves, real cherries, pretty good. A tier fruit, not as good as the green apple, in my opinion. But cherries are pretty good. Cranberries is like everyone's grandma's favorite fruit. I feel like whenever I would go to my grandma's house, she would always have like some kind of cranberry in the fridge. A lot of times she would have cranberry juice. And I've never eaten a cranberry on its own, but judging off of cranberry juice, it's pretty bitter. It has a bitter aftertaste, but the taste itself is just kind of meh. I do think I prefer it to blueberries though. It's story time. Whenever I would go to my grandparents' house, they had this little fig bush in their backyard. And every time me and my brother would go to my grandparents' house, we would go out into the backyard and grab figs from the fig bush and eat them. And they're pretty good. I kind of really like figs. Okay, not really like, but like they're B tier. Grapefruit. If you bought this grapefruit thinking that it would taste like grapes, then you would be severely disappointed. Grapefruit is trying to be an orange, a lime, and a grape at the same time, and also bitter for some reason. Grapefruit sucks. It's terrible. Moving on to grapes. There's two kinds of grapes. This is actually the first time I'm learning that these are called white grapes. I've always just called them green grapes, because I guess I'm weird, I don't know. Red grapes? They're alright. They're like a B. Green grapes, though. Oh my god. I love green grapes. I love them so much. Lemon. Fun fact about me, I love lemon-flavored things. But lemons themselves, if you ever bit into a lemon, it is insanely sour. It's like, I know that's kind of the point. Some things are really sour, but they're like good sour. Lemons are like better than the shitty peaches. Mangoes. Okay. Here's another one. I love mango flavored things. And maybe I just haven't had the right mangoes. Because the last couple times I bit into a... Well, I don't bite into a mango, obviously. But like the last couple times I tasted like an actual mango from the supermarket. Yeah. Maybe I just haven't had the right mangoes. Because it was such a contrast in taste. Because a lot of things, you have like the artificial flavored stuff, and you have the real fruit. And like, they don't taste exactly the same, but like when you eat the artificial fruit, you can definitely tell, oh yeah, that's supposed to taste like, or apple, or cherry. But with mango, it's completely different flavor. And that's why I'm thinking, maybe I just haven't been eating the right mangoes. Maybe I've just been eating bad mangoes. Nectarine is like the shitty peaches, but slightly less shitty. Oranges are S. I love oranges. I think citrus in general, when it's not, you know, either of these fuckers. Or grapefruit, obviously. I guess I don't really like citrus in general, now that I think about it. I guess oranges are just good. The not shitty peaches. The actual peaches. Peaches go hard. When, you know, when they're not shitty peaches. Pineapple. Oh my god. Pineapple. Pineapple is just a really, really, really good fruit. Whenever I come home and I see there's just like a pineapple sitting on the counter, my mom decided to go shopping and she got a pineapple or something, it always just lights up my day. Because I love pineapple. And also, hot take, pineapple on pizza goes hard. Get over it. We have arrived at strawberries. And I just need to say something very, very important. This is the only correct place to put strawberries on a fruit tier list. The only place. If you do not think that strawberries hit so fucking hard, then I cannot trust you as a person. Oh my god, watermelon. I love watermelon. I love watermelon. I don't know why I like watermelon, but I like watermelon. Oh, for fuck's sake, honeydew. Let me just get this out of the way. It's fucking terrible. Cantaloupe, it's worse than cantaloupe. It is just a cantaloupe, but with a worse flavor. Story time again. Whenever we would go to our grandparents' house after we were done stealing the figs from their fig bush, they had a mulberry tree right next to the fig bush. Not above blackberry. And they're good. Mulberries are good. Sour cherries. What the fuck is sour cherries? I've heard of black cherries. They look like black cherries. But if you use your eyes, that is not a black cherry, apparently. I do not know why you had to separate cherry and sour cherry, but your stupidity angers me. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.